What's up, everybody? It's your boy J Mac, and welcome to Bigfoot Input. Oh man, I don't even know where to start. It's been a crazy week. One of our videos went viral. Of course, it was one of the silly ones. Not the ones that I spent an hour making. But either way, we're up to almost 1 million views, and it's crazy. So it makes it like really kind of busy and hectic, but very exciting. So anyway, I wanted to kind of get back down to the roots and get back to, what we do here, which is looking at pictures of cryptids for the most part. Um, so we're going to do a new video today. I wanted to thank everybody for all the support on the Patreon account. Again, it is Patreon, www.patreon.com / Bigfoot Input. It's $1 a month, and it really helps the channel. I don't think you quite realize how much, but we do appreciate the support there. So what we're going to do is we're going to open a cold one and we're going to dig in here. All right, guys. So recently this picture resurfaced. If you go back to our old school Facebook blog, you'll find this thing right here, this picture. And it garnered tons of attention when it first came on the scene. And we later realized, which you can read in that blog, we later realized that it is unfortunately just a plywood. It's a plywood cutout with hair and makeup and paint, and somebody did a pretty good job on it. It's neat, but that doesn't make it real. But people are, pushing it out there in the world right now as being real, like they love to do. So we're just here squashing it once again, telling you guys, if you're new to this, don't buy into this sort of thing. If you've been here for a while, you probably already knew this, but I'm going to provide a couple pictures that we never have before on the YouTube channel of what this thing actually looks like. And what it was a prank from a guy in Boone, South Carolina. He made this thing and put it out. I guess his property kind of sits near the highway. It's very funny. But anyway, so he just kind of pranked everybody that came by. And I think I heard late he went on to make a unicorn and something else. He's just kind of a eccentric guy, I guess. But anyway, I just want to clear that up. There's the pictures. It proves and it shows that it's a fake. And in fact, in the original picture, if you look right behind it, you can see an arc, like a metal one, and that is the bar that's holding the thing upright. So, fake, good fake, but still a fake. And just a little bit of, I guess, misconception on everyone's part. So, but it was just a prank. So let's move on from it. So I was sent this picture. I don't know the origins of it, but it's obviously a picture of a computer screen. I wish we could teach some of these folks how to upload things. But it does look to be like a face, and it's not pareidolia. It's, I know that there are a lot of things out in the world that can be reasoned away by pareidolia. But since the creation of pareidolia, every picture that's ever been taken is pareidolia. So it's not. And this is obviously a physical creature. You can see the head, the hair, the eyes, the cranial ridge, cheekbones, nose, lips. I mean, you can see the face in a lot of detail. But the problem is I don't know what the face is of. It's of a creature. Is it a Sasquatch? Is it Shrek? I can't tell. Kind of looks like a female. Maybe it's Fiona. But I'm not sure. Either way, I think it's an interesting picture. This guy here, there's not a lot going on here, but it is kind of interesting. Apparently, it was taken behind someone's home. The lady says her daughter took the picture, and all you really see is a figure, but you can clearly make out at least one leg, one arm, two arms, a head. I mean, to me, if I had to guess, it almost looks like a halfway decent picture of Dogman. I mean, Go figure. I can see the ears and everything in the snout, so maybe. Okay, this guy is named Eric James, and he's in a couple of the Bigfoot groups on Facebook, Bigfoot World, and Bigfoot Believers and Creatures. Both great groups, by the way. If you want some real Bigfoot content, go to those groups, and check them out. This guy has some really good content. He also has a TikTok. I think it's Eric James 77, and he spells his name with a CH. So you can take a look at a couple of these pictures. He's got some really crazy catches. Like he's got a lot of stories too, so he's a pretty interesting guy. But his photos really stick out. So yeah, I mean, you can just obviously see the face in the bush, and again, these are not pictures of pareidolia. These are pictures of real Bigfoot type creatures. These are the kind of pictures that you get. These are the ones that are real. They're grainy, they're blurred, the creature is elusive and doesn't want to be photographed, and this is what you get. Okay, not entirely sure what's going on here, but you can clearly make out a face in the bush there, and of course it's been circled by somebody. Some people might tell you can see multiple faces. I don't think that's true. If there is one, it is right in the center of the picture, and anything else surrounding it would definitely be considered pareidolia. I don't know where to go with that one, honestly. It's definitely not definitive or anything like that. It's interesting enough, but there's just not much else to say about it, really. It's kind of a anomaly. And here's another one. We get sent these pictures from all over, and we put them in the video because, we don't like to just dismiss anything, but this one is just too questionable to even touch. Nothing here. This one's interesting. I mean, you can clearly make out the cone-shaped head and the cranial ridge and a nose and a mouth. It's very cool. It's not beyond like costume at all. Like it totally could be a suit, but again, I always fall back on that notion of how many suits exist out there in the world. Like I know there's some that have been made for movies and TV, but I don't think there's a bunch of Bigfoot suits just walking around out in the world. So this is interesting. If it's real, it's one of the better pictures out there. All right. So not a great pick, but it is something. And the fur looks kind of weird to be a bear. And I don't see enough definition to call it like a chimp or an orangutan. You can kind of see a little bit of a facial feature, like a side profile. But yeah, it's definitely it's questionable. I'll just put it that way. It's a questionable picture, but I mean it's interesting enough. But I don't know. It kind of looks like it's over a knoll, like a hill or something. I mean, it's plausible maybe. Yeah. I don't know what's going on here, but it smells like a movie to me. Like I don't think there's nothing definitive here. I don't think anyone actually took this, picture of this creature thinking it was something. It almost looks like maybe a video still that somebody circled. There's a couple movies out there that it could be, although I'm not gonna like say because I really don't know what. I have not seen all the like Bigfoot movies out in the world. Like I've seen a few, but this one I don't know. It just feels off to me. So this is it's a still shot, it's like a screenshot of that video that came out a while back. I think that video was originally sent to the Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization because I have not seen a video since that wasn't somehow cut out of that particular set of video, or that length of video. Okay, what is it? Well, The video is just as confusing as this picture, but I think the video lends a little bit of a better perspective. I think you can kind of see maybe like some clothing on this creature, and it's obviously carrying something. I particularly think it's probably a human, a rather large human, but still, I don't know if I would jump as far as to call it a Sasquatch. I mean, it definitely looks like one from a distance, but it's the footage is blurry and weird, and you can't quite make out what's going on there. But I can see both sides of the argument as to what that creature is. I don't know if we'll ever know or not, frankly. All right, guys, I don't want to get redundant, and I don't want to keep showing the same pictures over and over again. I know that we already saw this picture. If you've been with me from the beginning, you remember it from like the first or second video. But I had somebody come back and try to argue with me again the other day about this being a creature. Okay, so let's just clear this up right now. Everyone can see the burn marks on the corn, yes? Everyone can see the very large burn mark on the ground, yes? Everyone has seen what a burnt tree stump looks like, how it looks kind of slick on the outside because of all the carbon from being burned. And if you haven't, go Google it. This is a burnt tree stump and nothing more. Most likely hit by lightning, but I can't say that for sure. But it's still a tree stump. This picture baffles me. If this is real, it's just one of the most up close and personal pictures of a Bigfoot I've ever seen. And yes, it's dated, and yes, it has a source on it, and everyone's welcome to go and research it. I'm not going to because I don't have time right now. But it's still a very good picture, and it deserves mentioning. And what can you say? It's a Bigfoot. If it's real or not, I don't know. All right, guys, that's about it for me tonight. Again, I just want to thank you, whether you're joining us on YouTube, Facebook, Patreon, all of them. We appreciate that very much. We're trying to get into some new things. We want to start an adults-only conversation on cryptids on Patreon. We also want to get into some maybe cryptid movie reviews and things like that. We're doing a live Q&A now, so you can join us for that. I'm going to try to do it every other Friday night. I will be doing it tomorrow evening. I will announce before I do it. But it's going to be probably 8:30 EST every other Friday night. So again, keep your ears out for an announcement on that. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. All right, I'm J Mac, and keep squatching.